Hi guys, just a quick one. Right, there's a few designs that I've been toying with, and I finally got round to messing about in the garage, in the workshop. And the main one that I wanted to do, which was going to be called the D1, as in Doberman Knives #1 D1. I tried heat treating one yesterday, and I'm not 100% happy with the amount of blade or the amount of metal that I could actually heat treat in my forge. So that is a design that is going to have to also be put in the queue to go to the blacksmiths when I've got enough to warrant it, which shouldn't be long now in theory. Get a bit of a shifty on, but after making the bushcraft knife for my friend Pete yesterday, I decided that that is a knife that I can comfortably fit in my own forge, which in the meantime means I can comfortably make myself 100% without having to outsource anything. I can make from scratch. So I did have an idea, a concept for my own bushcraft knife, and well, after making that one yesterday, I decided to make one. So this was going to be called the D2, or Doberman Knives #2, but instead this one is now going to be called the D1 because it's the first production knife as such of mine that's going to come out of the factory. It's same as the rest of them, all one tool steel, heat treated and annealed myself, heat treated and tempered myself. This one has just a little bit of file work on the back, which I'll probably do as standard. Bit of a swedge going on. I still need a bit of practice on getting these points down, but it only comes with practice. This has a Scandi grind, but it does have a secondary bevel on it. I'm not a huge fan, you can see it in the light there. I'm not a huge fan of a full Scandi grind, to be honest. I've always found that it chips, but maybe I've just had bad knives. Anyway, that's by the by. Ignore that on the back. That was me having a go, a practice at doing some gimping using a Dremel and a slitting disc, but you just can't control it well enough. So obviously with this being a prototype, it doesn't matter. The handle scales are 1/4 inch G10 and 2mm carbon fibre. I wanted the pins to be hollow in case it needed to be lashed to anything, and I didn't want to have to drill holes through there because it's making it more difficult. I wanted something that I could make a lot of in a short space of time that was a good solid knife. Fits nicely in the hand. Reverse grip as well, fits equally well. Obviously ambidextrous. Lanyard tube, very simple, and basically it's got this one's got no fancy markings on it or anything like that. I'm going to field test it tomorrow and beat the shit out of it, batten it, and we'll see whether it works. If it does work, I'm going to order some more steel, and I'm going to make a run of these, and I'm going to, the finish will be nicer. I'll do a few with some acid stonewash. I'll do a few in 6mm with some real nice scales on, but the bulk of them are going to just be simple paper phenolic or paper micarta handle scales in 1/4 inch with just a satin finish. And I now have enough cash to get a little bit of kydex and some rivets from knife kits, so they will have sheaths. The 5 Damascus knives that didn't have sheaths, I wasn't overly happy with them not having sheaths, but I can't afford a lot of good leather, and although some good friends of mine have tried to send me some tooling and bits and pieces, one thing or another I've not been able to get set up. So I'm gonna get some black kydex to start with until I can get an even bigger knife kits order and get a lot of coloured kydex. I've got a kydex press that works. I just needed the rivet, so yeah, I'll get onto that, and they'll have simple kydex sheaths, and we'll go from there. No idea how much they're going to be yet, haven't got a clue. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's those. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have a video and we'll beat the shit out of it. I also made this, which I know there's a couple of people will like more than others. It's just a keyring out of a bit of scrap. While I was waiting for this to temper in the oven, I saw a little bit of scrap there and thought, well, I'll make myself a pry bar. See, a little pry bar. I put acid stone washed it just because I can. Even heat treated it just because I can. And stuck some little carbon fibre scales on it just because I can. Yeah, you get the idea. But it also happens to fit on your hand as well. I thought that's quite cool. Yeah, it's quite a cool little pry bar. And fits on your keys, look. Something a bit different. But yeah, I was itching to have a go at making one of these little pry bars, and so I did while I was waiting. Anyway, yeah, there you go, guys. No cut tests, because it would appear that I can't do cut tests. It does shave though. I can't cut paper, but I can shave my arms. Go figure. Yeah, so like I say, let me know what you think. I might do quite a few of these with paper, like just with more simple handles, and with kydex, simple kydex sheaths, just for me to get some practice, I guess, and just to get some out there, because I'm itching now to get a proper grinder. I'm desperate to get a proper grinder. So anyway, yeah, keep an eye out. Tomorrow I'll be doing a video of me beating the crap out of this, and we'll see how well it works. Alright, cheers guys.